how to live from the end. And this is totally going to speed up your manifestation as well. So let's talk about that. Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today we're going to talk about creating intentions from the end, living from the end. This is definitely going to speed up any manifestation that you're going to do. When I realized, really what living from the end was, it really completely transformed my life and it made it so much easier to manifest things. So we are definitely going to talk about that today. And if you haven't already checked it out, we do have coaching available and the coaching is at a discounted rate. The special promotion we're having up until April 30th, 2020. So check it out. Links is in the description below. So living from the end. So when I first started doing the law of attraction years ago and I heard of living, in the end, I thought it was just visualizing, me and so being together and, maybe them having dinner with me or, just visualizing them being there with me throughout the day. But, that I found wasn't enough because what I was also doing was I was also having negative thoughts or maybe even not negative thoughts, but having thoughts like, why don't they want to be with me? Questioning, things to that nature where I wasn't actually being on top of my thoughts of a mental diet. I was just, visualizing them with me, maybe, sleeping beside me, and making, and doing all of this. But at the same time, all throughout the day, I was having these negative thoughts that were blocking it. And then one day it hit me. I said, living from the end is actually asking the question, if I was to already have this in my life, what would my thoughts be? What would my actions be? Okay. So then I started to realize, well, wait a minute, hold on. So if we live from the end of having something, then that means, making sure that all my thoughts are in check and in line with that, because alignment and vibration is your thoughts. Okay. So for instance, let's say I'm going to get back together with Jerry, and I'm going to live from the end of it. Okay, well, so I can visualize Jerry, at my house all day, but then, I'm thinking, oh, he's not going to forgive me. That was a huge fight. He broke up with me because of this. Well, now that's blocking it. So actually living it from the end is thinking, well, you know what? No, I intend for Jerry to forgive me. I intend for Jerry to want to be with me, because those thoughts would be the thoughts that I would have if I was already back with Jerry again. Okay. So that's exactly how we live from the end, is we start creating our intentions and our mental diet from the one statement. If I already had this, what would my thoughts be? Okay. So if you were in a loving, supportive marriage with the person you wanted to be, what would your thoughts be? What would your story be about that person? What would your story about yourself be? What would your story about your life be? Okay. And you want that story to be coming from the end of, I already have it, and this is what it is, right? So, if you want to have a loving relationship where, the person forgives you and loves you unconditionally, then that's what your intentions have to be, that they love you unconditionally, that they want to be with you. Okay. So that's how you want to create your intentions for whatever situation that you actually do want to create, whether it's a job. If it's a job, then your question is going to be, what would my thoughts be if I already had this job? Okay. And then you want to construct all of your thoughts around that. So for instance, I'm not qualified. No, I am more than qualified. In fact, I've got more than enough experience and they're going to hire me. Right. So take a look at what you're looking to manifest. Okay. So if I was a millionaire, this is what my thoughts would be. Okay. So if I was a successful businesswoman, what would my thoughts be? And construct your whole entire mental diet around there. Okay. Because what you're doing is, once you start to change your vibration, which is your thoughts, puts you in alignment. So it's like basically a thought that you would have if you were already having what you desire to have, that actually brings it and calls it to you, because now you're being that. Okay. So the only thing that we need to do to get anything that we want in this reality is to shift into being what we want to be. So a huge part of living from the end is going to be getting clear of what your end result looks like. Okay. You've got to get clear on it. What is it that you actually want for an end result? That's going to be huge, because we can't think from having something or being something until we're clear on what that actually is and what it looks like. Okay. So spend some time, it's not just about creating and, about saying, well, I want to get married. It's about, what does your marriage look like? What do you guys do together? And all this sort of thing. So this is going to answer another question that somebody's had previously. A few people have had throughout I've seen in the comments, is intending actually living from the end. Yes, it is living from the end. Intending they call you, intending they want to be with you, intending they spend time with you. That's all living from the end, because if you would talk to each other and call each other and text each other and spend time together and have dinner together, then all those intentions, doing them right now, are actually coming from the end, because that's what it looks like when you get to that end. Okay. So it's not just intending that they like you. What are you going to do? See, hear, feel. What are you guys going to do together? What does your relationship look like? So you really want to get clear on all those details. And if you can say, yeah, you know what, when we're together in a year from now, we are going to talk every day. Great. Start intending that those messages come through now. Start intending that you have great communication right now, because, that's coming from the end. Okay. So the end is that there's no problem. We talk every day because we like each other. In fact, there's no problem. We live together. We have dinner together. So you want to start creating from the end of what you're going to see, hear, feel, do together, what your relationship is going to look like right now, because that is living from the end. Okay. So yes, I can guarantee once you get clear on what you would like, and then you create all your intentions from that end, it's going to speed things up a lot for you, actually. I know it did for me, and it also gives, a way to basically take a look at your thoughts and which ones are you going to keep, which ones are you going to switch over. Because remember, you get about 60,000 thoughts, conscious thoughts a day. Which ones are you going to invest in what you want or spend, right? So spending meaning, worrying and, having anxiety, and investing in your future tomorrow, meaning, focusing your thoughts from the end that you want to be from, to have, and to start creating it. Okay. Anyways, that's my video for today. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. You guys are all amazing, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.